In the sun-scorched Middle East, a new kind of battle is unfolding, not with tanks, but with cancelled contracts and technical failures. Saudi Arabia, long a customer of Western arms, turned to China for advanced military tech, hoping for a game changer. The kingdom's gamble, a Chinese laser defense system, touted as the future of warfare. But the reality was starkly different from the glossy sales pitch. The system failed to deliver, exposing a gap between China's military ambitions and its actual capabilities. Riyadh's quiet rejection of Chinese tech sent shockwaves through the global defense community. The world is now questioning whether China's military hardware is truly ready for prime time. The desert proved a brutal testing ground, revealing flaws that no air show could hide. For China, this wasn't just a lost sale, it was a blow to its reputation as a rising superpower. The dragon's fire, it seems, fizzled in the Arabian sun. Saudi Arabia's experience is now a cautionary tale for nations considering a pivot to Chinese arms. The implications for global power dynamics are enormous. The allure of China's silent hunter laser was irresistible, a weapon that never runs out of ammo, firing energy at the speed of light for pennies per shot. For Saudi Arabia, the economic logic was clear. Replace costly missiles with a futuristic shield. But this was also a geopolitical move, signaling independence from the West. China promised not just hardware, but partnership and technology transfer, appealing to Saudi ambitions for domestic defense production. The deal was bold: $100 million for a system that could redefine regional security. Success would have cemented China's place among top arms exporters. Instead, the stage was set for disappointment. The silent hunter's arrival in Saudi Arabia was supposed to be a triumph, but the system's performance would soon fall far short of expectations. For Beijing, this was more than a lost contract. It was a missed opportunity to prove its military tech on the world stage. For Riyadh, it was a lesson in the risks of betting on unproven partners. The fallout would echo far beyond the desert. In controlled tests, China's Sky Shield laser dazzled with precision. But the real test came in the Saudi desert, where the system's flaws quickly surfaced. Reports from Saudi operators revealed the laser struggled to track and destroy even basic drone threats. The harsh desert environment, intense heat, dust, and humidity crippled the system's effectiveness. The laser's beam scattered, its cooling systems faltered, and its sensors were blinded by sand. What was sold as a reliable shield became a liability. The Saudis, relying on this tech for national security, found themselves exposed. Quietly, Riyadh cancelled further orders and voiced its disappointment to Beijing. The news spread fast in defense circles. China's much-hyped laser was a mirage. The $100 million investment had failed to deliver. For Saudi Arabia, the lesson was costly. For China, the embarrassment was global. The gap between lab results and battlefield reality was impossible to ignore. The Sky Shield's failure became a symbol of overpromised, under-delivered technology. In the end, the desert proved a far tougher adversary than any drone. The Sky Shield's downfall wasn't just poor engineering, it was physics. High-energy lasers are sensitive to their environment. Heat, dust, and humidity all sap their power. In the desert, thermal blooming and atmospheric attenuation scatter the laser's beam, making it weak and unfocused. Dust and sand blind sensors and absorb energy, while humidity drains the laser's strength. The system's cooling struggled in 50-degree heat, risking shutdown or damage. Designed for temperate labs, the Sky Shield was never ready for the Arabian Peninsula. This was a classic case of ignoring real-world conditions in favor of impressive specs. No amount of propaganda can overcome the laws of science. The failure was a public lesson. You can't bend physics for a sale. China's engineers underestimated the desert and paid the price. The Sky Shield's collapse was a warning to all battlefield conditions are the ultimate judge. In the end, reality always wins. News of the Sky Shield's failure spread rapidly through the global arms market. For potential buyers, Saudi Arabia's experience was a red flag. The incident reinforced doubts about the reliability of Chinese high-tech weaponry. In defense, reputation is everything. One failure can cost billions in future deals. Western and Russian arms dealers seized the moment, touting their own battle-proven systems. China's ambitions to use arms sales for geopolitical influence took a hit. Instead of building partnerships, Beijing created a wary, dissatisfied customer. The diplomatic fallout may outlast the financial loss. For China, the damage to its credibility could be long-lasting. The Sky Shield debacle became a cautionary tale for the entire made-in-China defense brand. The Sky Shield fiasco exposed a deeper flaw in China's military-industrial complex. Unlike Western powers, China's military hasn't faced real combat in decades. Its weapons are built on theory and imitation, not battlefield experience. State-owned firms, pressured to deliver results, often overpromise and hide failures. This culture stifles honest assessment and innovation. Copying Western designs can't replace decades of operational know-how. The result, impressive-looking hardware that may falter under real stress. The Saudi incident raises doubts about the depth of China's military capabilities. If a system fails in the desert, what about other harsh environments? The Sky Shield's collapse hints at a broader systemic problem. China's arsenal may be wide, but dangerously shallow. Western defense firms operate differently, testing weapons in extreme conditions and learning from failure. This culture of relentless improvement builds true reliability. Systems like the Abrams tank and F-16 endure because they're upgraded based on real-world feedback. Western arms sales come with training, support, and decades of operational knowledge. China can sell hardware, but not the experience that makes it effective. The Saudi experience highlights this gap. For buyers, the choice is clear: pay more for proven reliability or risk untested tech. The Sky Shield's failure reinforced the value of battle-tested systems. In warfare, reliability isn't optional, it's everything. The West's edge is built on lessons learned the hard way. The Sky Shield's failure sent geopolitical ripples far beyond Saudi Arabia. For the US and allies, it was vindication of their technological edge. Russia, meanwhile, could tout its own combat-proven systems, but also saw a weaker China as a less valuable partner. Middle powers learned a lesson in caution. Unproven partners carry real risks. Some, like Turkey and India, may seize the moment to promote their own defense industries. The incident could accelerate investment in regional solutions, reducing dependence on global powers. Most crucially, the failure casts doubt on China's ability to project power in flashpoints like Taiwan. If lasers can't handle the desert, can China's other systems handle the Taiwan Strait? The uncertainty could alter strategic calculations worldwide. The Sky Shield's collapse is a reminder: military credibility is earned, not claimed. For China, the path to superpower status just got steeper. The world is watching and recalibrating. The Saudi laser debacle is China's emperor's new clothes moment. Years of parading advanced tech unraveled in the face of real-world failure. The incident forces a hard reassessment of China's military modernization. Propaganda and scale can't substitute for substance and quality. Military credibility built over decades can be lost in a single high-profile flop. The Sky Shield's failure undermines China's ambitions as a global security provider. It complicates Beijing's competition with the US and its relationships worldwide. The episode is a wake-up call. Real power demands real reliability. For China, the choice is clear: reform and learn, or risk repeating the same mistakes. The world will be watching to see which path Beijing takes. In the end, the desert's lesson may shape the future of global power.